If you're 35 and older and you feel left behind, this video is for you. I'm 38 and I'm turning 39 this year, and I'm starting over in real time. Not from a place of success, but from a place of honesty. Really. When I was younger, when I was in my early 20s, I thought my life would have been literally glitz and glamour. I thought I would be successful. I thought I would have a husband, kids, a house with a white picket fence. I thought I was gonna be slim. I just thought my life would have been so much different than it is today. I am a single woman in her late 30s and I have no husband, no kids, never been married, and I'm just trying to find my foot in the door in life. And it's been challenging yet rewarding, but has been challenging because a lot of my friends and my peers are all so much further ahead than I thought I would be. I thought I would be where a lot of people are now, and it just never aligned with my life. Don't get me wrong, I've lived a wonderful life. I've had so much fun. I've had a lot of ups and I've had a lot of downs. And I'm just trying to figure out life as it is. But with my ups and downs, my biggest issue growing up was essentially my weight. Since I can remember, I don't want to talk about how young I've been, but I grew up in the 90s where slim was in. So I grew up very conscious about my weight. Also, my parents, my mother, I was a first generation immigrant to come to Canada, so my mother was not that nice to me and always talked about my weight, and it brought in insecurities that I had. I also never felt that I amounted to a lot of stuff, so my comfort was food. I loved food, and food never talked back to me. Food never judged me, so I had this really toxic relationship with food. I also was an athlete growing up. I ran track in high school. I was on the basketball team. I was on the volleyball team. So I was always active, but I was always eating. So when I got older and I stopped being as active, the weight did creep up, and that is where my adult life started, where I was always constantly trying to lose weight, working out, stopping working out. So that was just a big issue for me growing up. And that obviously affected my self-esteem. My self-esteem was shot when growing up because I wasn't as slim as I thought I would be. Not thought I'd be, but I wasn't slim. I wasn't a slim person, but I was actually really slim. I was slimmer than I am now. So I wasn't slim, but I just always thought I was bigger than the average girl growing up. So I had insecurities. When I had my first boyfriend at 16, my friends had boyfriends like 14, 15, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm 16 years old and I just got my first boyfriend, and I had to be a perfect girlfriend. And obviously, you're a 16-year-old, what do you know about being a perfect girlfriend? And that was so ingrained in me to be perfect. And that's what led to my perfectionism, as well as trying to be a perfect daughter, try to be a perfect student, try to be a perfect friend. I was always trying to be a perfect person for others. And if I'm trying to be a perfect person for others, how can I be a perfect person for myself? And that is where my life my life trajectory went to. I was a people pleaser and I was a perfectionist, and I was always trying to perfect and help other people perfect their lives and their needs and their wants, and I never ever thought about myself. So throughout my 20s, I went to college, and then I got a job. I went to community college, But that was another insecurity of mine because I never tried to do anything more. I just wanted to be a perfect person and look my best to find a husband. Yes, I wanted a husband in my 20s, and I wanted to be a doting wife in my 20s. I actually wanted to be a stay-home mother in my 20s, and I didn't want to be too, quote unquote, I know it sounds so bad, but I didn't want to be too educated because I didn't want it to be a friction in my relationship. I wanted to be someone that takes care of the house and has a supporting husband. I just want to preface this saying that never happened. But yes, I did do that. So I went to community college, and I just really, from there, I just dated a lot. I dated a lot. And I dated a lot. And I had fun. I traveled, and I was just being a young 20-something-year-old. I always thought I had time for stuff. I always had time. Then I got into a serious relationship. I actually got into 2 serious relationships back to back. So one was for 5 years, the other one was for 7 years. And when I was in these relationships, I thought this is what I want, but it wasn't. And throughout those relationships, I never had confidence in myself to leave for something better, and I never had confidence in myself to put myself first and say, okay, I'm in this relationship and I'm not happy. And when I was not happy, the things that I did to make myself essentially, how do I want to say this? Things I did to make myself like numb the pain, where I had to numb the pain, and I had a lot of vices. I like to drink when I was in my 20s, and then also I like to smoke weed just to numb the pain. And it just got to the point where that's how I lived my day-to-day life. I would work odd jobs. I worked at a hotel at one point after college, and then I always worked, but I never had a career because I just was always trying to get by and make sure my life wasn't complicated for my partners. And I just wanted to always just be very available to my friends and my partners. And I just always wanted to make sure that my life was faith. I don't want to say that, but at that, in my 20s, this is how I felt, that I wanted my life to be convenience, because I didn't have a strong family relationship growing up. So my friends and my partners became my family, and I never wanted to lose that. And so whatever complaints I had, I just would eat my feelings, and that's how I lived for many years. I ate my feelings, but then if something wasn't right, I never ever spoke about my feelings or never spoke up for myself. And then that deteriorated my confidence to do a lot in life. And so I stuck with that for many years, and then I stuck in, and I thought to myself, it doesn't matter because I'm going to be someone's wife and someone's mother. So I need to put my energy into finding the right partner for myself eventually. And through that, I was in a few relationships, and then I thought I was going to be in a serious relationship. I was in a serious relationship. I thought that relationship would have led to marriage, and I prepared for that. It didn't lead to marriage, and I left that relationship in my early 30s, I think mid 30s, I believe. And then from then on, I've been doing soul searching and figuring out what I wanted for myself. It has been hard. It was really hard because I didn't know what I wanted for myself. I didn't know what I wanted out of my friendships. I didn't know what I wanted for my family. I didn't know what I wanted for myself. And I didn't know what I wanted in a partner because I never catered to my needs ever in my life. So how was I gonna figure that out when I never done it before? So I had to really go back and say, okay, how am I gonna figure this out? And the first thing I did was therapy. Once I came out of that relationship, I think 6 months out of that relationship, my 7-year relationship, I said, I need to go to therapy and I need to figure out what is wrong with me. Like I just felt that I was always having partners that weren't in line with me, and I couldn't speak up for myself in my mid-30s. Like I was getting better because I finally left the relationship, and I was getting better at telling my friends no, I'm not gonna come out. I stopped drinking, I stopped smoking. I was like, trying my best to like figure out better things for myself. So eventually I said, you know what, like I need to go to therapy and I need to talk to somebody that doesn't know me, that has an unbiased opinion of me, and we're gonna work this out. We're gonna figure this out. And I found a great therapist. She's Black, and she was really great with me. She didn't judge me. She let me cry, because every time I went to therapy, I thought I was fine, and then I started like boo-hooing, crying. I would be crying, and I would just had so much trauma built up because I always ate my problems. Now I'm talking about my problems, and it just helped me, help me understand that, first of all, it was okay. It's okay to have that as my past. I can't change my past. My past is my past, but the only thing I can do right now is work on today. And that is how I've been trying to live my life for the last few years, is just living for today and not being overwhelmed, because I get overwhelmed in my future and then I get sad about my past. So I try to live for today so that I'm present and present for now. And that has brought me to this world of weight loss and fitness. I've been trying to lose weight for years. There was a time right after my relationship, I did lose a significant amount of weight. And I can go into that in another video, but I lost a lot of weight in a short amount of time, and I couldn't keep that weight off. I went from, I think I was 100 and I would say 100, actually it was 250 pounds, and then I went from 250 pounds to 170 pounds in, I think, a span of 6 months. Not even, don't quote me, but I think it was like 5 to 6 months, and I couldn't keep that weight off. I couldn't keep it off. I just, it was like something could tip me over, and I just spiraled back into eating my feelings, and then I blew back up all the way to 255 pounds. And then that is where last year I started my weight, and I started at 255 pounds, and I was miserable. I didn't know how I got to that weight, and I was just so overwhelmed. And then I just told myself that, you know what, we're not doing a fast yo-yo diet. You're gonna have to count your calories. You're gonna have to understand what you're putting in your body and work from there. Mind you, it hasn't been a perfect road. I'm still on that road now, but last year I had lost 25 pounds, and this year I'm on the road to losing more weight. I want to lose at least 50 pounds this year. I'm aiming for 80, but 50 pounds is what I'm trying to at least do. And I'm going to document my journey, because I want someone to see where I'm starting, versus when you watch all these videos, it's like, oh yeah, this is where I was, this is what I'm doing now. I want you to see my struggles, because girl, these are struggles. I have a lot of shorts of me going to the gym in the mornings and just figuring it out. I've been doing so good for this last few weeks since the year started, ending of last year and in the beginning of this year. I've been going to the gym early in the mornings, and I've been trying to eat in my calorie deficit, so I'm really proud of myself. I'm continue to work on my mental. I think that is the biggest thing on this journey, that I'm really working on my mental, because when I feel down that I'm not where I am physically and, career-wise and just what I want in life in general, I'm sad. I get sad. But like I said, it's the present and I just don't want to be sad anymore. I just want to focus on what I have now and work on that. And that is what we are going to do. Now, when I was growing up, I always talked about I was an athletic person. I was on the track team, I was on the basketball team, I was on the volleyball team, and I love to run. I love to run. And I always used to like lose the weight. Then I turned 30 and then in my mid 30s, like the weight hasn't been so hard to lose. It's been so hard to lose weight. I don't know what it is. And I'm just like, I can do it. But it's just so hard to lose with my hormones and, things not being how it used to be so easy with my metabolism. So I'm just like, it's not about being skinny anymore. It's just about being consistent and being the better version of myself, especially that I'm going to be going into my 40s next year. I just want to be the healthiest person I can be going into my 40s. I'm here on YouTube to basically not hide anymore and not feel that I'm not worthy and just say, I'm here. I deserve to be here. And you, as somebody that's in your 30s, you can be in your 20s too, be in your 40s, and you feel that you don't deserve to be seen and you're always hiding like I have been, then this video is for you and my channel is for you because I want to be a motivation to other people. Like, I couldn't be where I am here because I had other people that I watched for years and they motivated me. So I just want to be a motivation to somebody, and see where I'm at and if they can align and see maybe in the future, maybe 6 months from now, how the progress has gone and have gone from the first video, this first few videos, to how my videos are going to be like 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now, and see how the progress I've been, the confidence I got, the more confident I got, because I'm so nervous. Like, being on YouTube is so hard for me. And I always want to be on, like, I always wanted to do this social media and be a content creator, but it's so nerve-wracking and people act like it's not, but it is. So yeah, but I just want you to, come with me on my journey and we'll see how things go. And I'm not an expert. I'm just a woman that is just doing the work, So I'm not here to tell you anything. I'm just here to show you what I'm doing and all my progresses that I'm going to be doing to get to where I need to go. This channel is going to be about losing weight at my age of 38 plus. I want to document my glow up journey from 38 all the way to 40. I'm 38, but technically in a few months I'm turning 39, so we'll see how it goes. But I want to document my journey from being 30, my 39, my last years, and my last few months in my 30s, and I'm going in my 40s. I really want to glow up, like be unrecognizable. I can't wait. I can't wait for it. But yeah, so this is just like a weight loss journey. I'm trying to lose 50 pounds to 80 pounds, and then we're trying to glow up. I'm trying to look better. We're gonna like experiment on different makeup looks, hair looks. I love to do my hair. I love to do my makeup, outfits. Outfits, I'm still working on that. I haven't figured out my style yet, and because I'm in the process of losing weight, I'm just like, I don't want to focus on my outer appearance yet until I get to a certain weight. Maybe I still should do it. Who knows? I will probably do it because I still do love clothes. I have a ton of clothes. I do love clothes. But yeah, I want to feel and look my best. And this is not a highlight reel. This is like my real life that I'm going to be showing you guys. So if you're starting over and you want to go on this journey and walk with this journey with me, then please subscribe and comment down below. I do read everything. So We can do this together. Honestly, would love the moral support, and I'm here to help you as well. All right, so please subscribe. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.